welcome back to my channel. This is Susie from Threadquarters. Thanks for joining me again today. So I thought I would take inspiration from the beauty vlogging scene or the lifestyle vlogging scene and switch it up for the sewing community, and I thought I would start a monthly favourites, but obviously the theme being sewing and a collection of the things I've been enjoying for that particular month. It's a pretty standard setup. I'm sure you've seen these many times before on different YouTube channels. These aren't necessarily going to be items or things that have been newly released within that month. It's just a personal thing of this is what I have maybe discovered myself and I've really enjoyed and I wanted to share it with you. So if you do enjoy this sort of video, please do let me know in the comments down below and I'll see if I can keep it up for the months going forward. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing it every month, but we'll just see how it goes. So first up, I'm going to talk about something pretty random, but it is sewing related, and it is this really cute melamine tray. Let me show you up close so you can see like that. And obviously you can see all the haberdashery on the tray, and I just think it is absolutely adorable and just so sweet. And this is from Poppykins, so there's a sticker on the back. I'll show it to you, but I'll put the links for everything that I can down in the description box below. But I picked this up actually to have my biscuits and sweet treats on for my sewing classes. I just thought how cute to have it on a sewing themed plate or tray. So they can grab one of these and then see the cute little design underneath. You know, you could even have this in your sewing room with some of your own haberdashery on it, although you might be trying to pick up this seam ripper and realise, oh, that's not real. But you know, you could have that nearby just beside your sewing machine and have your, like maybe your pins on there and your snips and things and keep it all in one place. That could be another option. But personally, as I say, I'm using this as just like a tray for biscuits and things like that in the sewing class. Right, and now I'm going to talk about a couple of patterns that I picked up in the Simplicity sale. These aren't newly, I don't think these are like the latest season's release, but they are new to me. I hadn't come across them before, but I have seen, I looked at the hashtags on Instagram and a few people have made them already, so they're not brand new. So I thought I would share them with you anyway because I think they're really lovely and perhaps you haven't come across them either and might be interested in them too. At the moment there is still a half price Simplicity sale in the UK. I don't know how long that will be going on for, but sure they do them quite regularly, don't they? Or just get them full price because they are pretty nice. And they're both dresses, and if you've been following along my vlog for a while you'll know that I am sort of not a dress kind of girl. I really am jeans and a jumper, but for some reason I've really been keen, or I've really been drawn to dresses, and I think I would like to start maybe introducing a couple of more dresses into my wardrobe. So this is where I'm maybe going to start. Although if you saw my make 3 in 3 plans, the Meridian dresses on there, so I've already started with the dress idea earlier. But anyway, so these are the two patterns. Let's see. I'll do one at a time. So this one is Simplicity 8872, and it is quite a on-trend style at the moment, and there's been quite a few patterns have been released in the last year or 2 years with this similar style, but I have to admit I'm not one to jump on a style trend straight away. I really do like to think it over and decide whether it's really for me or not. And it's quite similar to, well, let's just say maybe the Tilly & Buttons Indigo, I think, which is sort of like a smock dress. And while I think they look really great on loads of people that I've seen make it up, I just feel that for me I would feel a bit kind of boxy and frumpy in it, and it wouldn't be the most flattering shape for me. So when I saw this pattern, it has darts at the waist but none at the back. Let me see. Yeah, darts at the waist and then a gathered skirt, and I thought that might be a little less boxy. Plus I think I probably will sew some waist ties in so I can cinch it in at the waist, because I just think that's going to work better for my personal aesthetic. But I really love these sleeves. I think I'm going to very slowly get on board the statement or slight statement sleeve. I'm not going to go crazy. And I love the extra frill here on the bottom. So I'm planning on, I would love to make this up in some sort of nice floaty viscose, and it would be nice even with tights and boots. And I don't know about a cardigan over those sleeves, that might be a bit of a pain. But yeah, a sort of transition dress that then you could also wear with like sandals or something like that, or even trainers in the summer. So keep your eye out for that. I hopefully will make that up soonish. I've got quite a few things to make. And then here, Simplicity, got focusing? Yeah, Simplicity 8910 or 8910. And I just love this dress. I would like to just have this dress. I love this wide V neck here. It's quite low. I think that would be quite flattering. I love these quirky statement sleeves with the pleats in them. The fact that it's made in a more structured fabric really shows that off. It has a really interesting curved up, like curving up at the front waistband, which when I show you the back drawings, it curves down, and then these lovely pleats. So there you can see see the curve of the waist at the back. I think that is maybe quite similar to one of the grain line patterns. I can't remember which one, Faro maybe, I'm not sure, but I don't own it. And I saw this one and I thought, yeah, that's really nice. I think maybe the this V-neck might, it looks quite wide, so I'm going to have to do some like a toile to see if where it hits, focused, where it hits, and is it going to expose my bra strap and all that sort of thing. So definitely will need to do a toile. And as for what to make this up in, definitely want to make it up in a nice linen, very much like this dress here. I actually have a couple of fabrics coming from Minerva to make this dress. A couple, yes, because I'm going to make it up first in a beautiful wool crepe, just to be a lovely winter, autumn, winter, early spring dress. I just think it will be beautiful. And something that I just don't have in my wardrobe at all. And then also I've got a linen coming, a sort of medium weight. You want it, you don't want a really light linen for this. It does have to have a bit of body to it to get that lovely, those lovely pleats and the pleats on the sleeves. Phone. So those will those will definitely be happening in the next few months as well. And next up, I'm just sharing a really interesting, fun thing that I noticed in this last month. I follow Jackie from McCall Patterns on Instagram, and she put up this really cool post here, which shows the line drawings of their some of their recent patterns. I just love it. They're obviously trying to modernize their artwork and their line drawings. I think they do have proper line drawings as well, but this is sort of more the artwork, and they're beautiful, aren't they? And they've even given the, I've got it on my phone so I'm sort of looking at it there, they've even given each pattern like a name, so very much in line with the sort of indie patterns that are out these days. It's very much like a girl's name or maybe a place name or whatever, just rather than a number. And it actually is so much easier to talk about a pattern if it's got a name rather than a number. If someone tells me a number, I'll be like, oh no, I'm never going to remember that. But if it's given a name, I really will. It will stick in my mind a lot more. And I just love the color palette that they used as well for it. And I would want every single one of those pieces in my wardrobe. They're just beautiful. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that from McCall's. I think it's a really clever and savvy update that they've done to their patterns, just sort of keeping it more up to date with what's happening in the sewing world. And then I mentioned earlier about my make 3 in 3. If you haven't seen that video, I will put the link down below, and it's basically just, instead of doing a make 9 of what I'm going to be doing for the next year, which is just too much for me to take on, I'm doing a make 3 in 3, which is 3 items in 3 months. And this hashtag was initiated by the Craft and Thrift Shop, and again I'll put that link down below. But I follow her on Instagram as well. If you're not on Instagram and you're into sewing, do get on Instagram, because there is a massive sewing community on there and it's worth it. You don't have to be putting up posts of your own. You can have a private account, but it just means that then you can start following other people that are into sewing, and it's really, really interesting. But yes, I've seen, again, I've got it on my phone, that the Craft and Thrift Shop is going to be having a newsletter release soon, and she wants you to sign up to that, and sort of as an incentive to do that, she's created, this is the little post that I saw, she's created a free downloadable printable to plan your make 3 in 3s, and she's obviously, you can see, focusing on it being a seasonal making movement. Oh, I like that, the seasonal making movement, that's nice. And this one is for spring, as you can see. But I just think it's really nice, isn't it? And it's always nice to have somewhere to write out your plans, and if it's all pretty like that, it's just an added bonus. So I just thought I would mention that. The newsletter's not been announced yet, so I'm not sure when that's happening, but she did say on her post that it would be soon. So I thought I would just do a shout out for that, because I thought that was a really nice idea and a nice additional element to the make 3 in 3 challenge or movement, whatever you want to call it. And I just have 2 more things to say. I'm going to show you something that I got for Christmas, and I got to use it for the first time last weekend, and I loved it, so I wanted to share it with you. This was a surprise from my husband. I was like, how did you know about this? But anyway, see if I can fit it into the shot. Does anybody know what this is? Just looks like a bag with a trolley at the back. This pulls up like this. This is a sewing machine trolley, which makes me sound like such a granny. You put your sewing machine in there. It's got a nice padded base, but you can take the base up and then it folds down flat-ish, and there's a couple of zip pockets there, and then there's this amazing, see if I can do this in the air, pocket at the front, which I still have a few bits in from the weekend, so excuse that. Put that down there. And you know, you can put all your little haberdashery bits and notions and whatever you need for your sewing travels in there. Why do I have a sewing trolley? Well, I go to a monthly, well, I try to go to a monthly sewing day, and it's just the best. You actually just, it's a room full of sewing people, and you bring a project to work on, and you chat away, and you drink lots of tea and cake, and it is a very enjoyable day. I really love it. But carting all my gear from the car park up to the room has always been back-achingly painful. So I think one of the other girls had a trolley, and I knew of their existence, and I was like, oh, I really would like a trolley. And then my husband bought me one for Christmas. So yeah, I will try and see if I can find the link for this. I'm sure he'll share it with me. I think he bought it on Amazon, and I'll put the link down below. But there are lots, and maybe do your research and make sure you get one that is suitable for your sewing machine. This is my sewing machine, and it fits. It is could maybe be a little bit taller. This little bit here sort of sticks up a little bit. Oh, you can't see that in the screen, sorry, but there's, you know, the bobbin winder, it sticks up a little bit, and but it still closes and it's fine. And wow, wheeling my machine there and back or whatever was brilliant. So yeah, if you are going to any sewing meetups or sewing days or things like that where you're bringing a sewing machine, that could be a good little investment. And then finally, the last thing I want to share is that I got my ticket for the Belfast Frock Tales. I'm very excited. This is very, very exciting that in Northern Ireland we are finally going to be having a social event. I've been so jealous of all those fabulous sewing get-togethers that happen over in mainland UK, the dressmakers balls and frock tales, and then frock tales all around the world. I know there's like Melbourne frock tales, and I've seen ones in America, and I've just thought, oh, wouldn't it be so amazing to have something like that in Northern Ireland? Well, in the last few years, sewing in Northern Ireland has just skyrocketed, you know, the interest in sewing, which is just fantastic, and there's just more and more people getting interested and enjoying dressmaking in particular, let me say. So, but this Frock Tales is open to anyone. Anyone can come along. You don't have to make your own dress to come along. It's just an opportunity to have a night out with like-minded people and have a good old natter about sewing. And then if you want to make something to wear to it, then of course you're more than welcome to. Anyway, that was my little plug for it. I'm quite sure there's still tickets, so if you are local and you want to come along, or even if you're not and you're happy to make the journey, that would be awesome. So I'm going to be going, so if you do go and you see me, please come up and say hi. I am quite shy in real life, so I do quite appreciate it if someone else comes up and says hi. I will always say hi back and have a good old chat. But yeah, so now I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to wear. Am I going to make something new? Probably. I like a good opportunity to make something nice. But it's on the 4th of April, I think. So yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff I have planned to make in the next few months. Why do I always do this to myself? So yeah, what do you think I should make? I have a few ideas, but they're just percolating at the moment. I will just quickly share a close-up of my little earrings. You can see I wore these in my vlog last week. These were kindly gifted to me from the Happiness Boutique, and they have given my viewers a 10% discount code on all orders over €19. There's free worldwide shipping, and these are beautiful. They're like shell on the inside, and they're gold plated, and they're very beautiful. And all their little necklaces are so great for layering, and they have rings and a whole selection of beautiful jewellery, and the offer is still on for a whole month. So full details I'll put down below as well if you're interested at all. I do really recommend them. They're beautiful pieces. So anyway, that is it for my very first favourites vlog. If you did enjoy this, please do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and you just found me, and I'm all about different sewing things. I do sewing tutorials. I also just do sewing chats like this, or share my plans and my makes, and lots of other bits and bobs. Last week I did a sort of styling vlog. A lot of you really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. It took a lot of editing to do, but it was worth it. I really enjoy that sort of creative aspect as well of vlogging, so it's always fun to sort of pepper in those sort of edited vlogs with these sort of chatty vlogs. I like sort of having a mixture for you. If you did enjoy this video, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future vlogs. So I will leave you for now and hopefully see you next week. Bye guys!